Hello, hello. I was waiting for the microphone to boot up. Good morning, everybody. I'm back. I missed you all and my bed. Mostly I missed my bed. Mostly I did. But I missed you guys too. Mostly the bed though. Okay, so let us make sure there are no horrific, outstanding, glaring issues. And if this is the case, then we will begin. Tweaked density. Tweaked is not even slight about that. Tweaked density. Played with clock recipes slightly. Hello again, cat. Meow. I don't know where the webcam is at the minute, my sweetie. I haven't set it up yet. I've only just got that. Why are you such a cat? What do you want? You've been outside. You've had treats. You've been outside. You're so warm. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah. So I'm just going to make sure that my test cart setup here is not horrendously broken. And if not, then we are good to go. And I can actually start that going here. I can just remember where the batch file is. There it is. I'm not looking forward to actually shipping this patch because I have kind of jury-rigged. Odd phrase. I've kind of jury-rigged the build process, so I'm not looking forward to making it work for the other platforms. Yes. Okay, they are moving. Do I have any cart drops? No. Not that I can see. I say they are moving. They're not moving very well, but that's a different problem. There is an issue. I still haven't fixed it, where carts boot up with the wrong graphic on them. Who's going where? They're all going this way. Yeah, if they've got something on them, and I haven't seen them load this frame. Wait, nowhere to load excess. Wait, which way are we going, guys? You're all going down here. It's you. Nowhere to offload excess tin bars. Well, that is nice, but more importantly, Captain, oh my Captain. More importantly, parking there and going, oh, I don't know where to go is a really bad idea. Anyway, everything should all come back to life now. Andy, if you're there, I'm not going to update the track stuff. I really want to get the magma ball sort of... I haven't checked that. It's been days. We completely underestimated the amount of power we'd need. Like, just so much. This whole thing actually jammed up. Why is there not a single cart going that way, though? There we go. We're all going now. Don't they look good? Good morning, Yaziriel. Okay, so I've started the build on a different computer. So basically just make sure nothing's too stupidly broken here. So okay, once these all start moving, it'll be fine. I expect there may be some stress during the day, some phone calls. So I've got my car is somewhere between here and London. I obviously am not, and my car may arrive during the day, so I may have to go and sign some paperwork and help them move it and stuff. There we go, it's all moving now. So it's all down to that one car who, to be fair, what he was saying was correct. I don't have anywhere to go. And that's fine. If you don't have anywhere to go, either go to a station or go to a depot. Don't just park in the middle of the main thoroughfare going, oh, I don't have anywhere to go. Okay, so while I'm mostly waiting for a build now, so it'll take a while, but that's all right. Junction. I like if the carts aren't moving. I think I can switch out a junction underneath them and they don't notice. Oh, that one did. Dang it. Now, so in this case, I don't know why this car is... Yeah, I mean, stuff like this, Steve needs to fix. So what's happened here is I've removed the piece of track it was expecting. It hasn't... maybe I can rebuild the track network. Is that going to help it? Yeah, so unfortunately... So what's happened is it's still expecting the front of the track to change. It never will. I'll pop all these back in the system. Yeah, this is a test network to try and sort of find issues. It's not obviously like a sensible setup. It does look cool. There is a bit too much yellow in all these though. Guess it's the brown. I was like, what is that flickering? And it's them lot. But I've purposely squeezed it all through a single gap. It's just I've got so many carts now. They were jamming up this end of it whilst trying to feed back on, so that should actually be fixed now. Not today, but before we ship this patch, when I'm definitely way less tired, we're going to be revisiting the client LARPing code for the carts. We're also going to put new things in, but we're not going to do that today. We're not going to worry about that too much. I'm mostly waiting for the build. As soon as the build's done, I'll pop it on the server. I'll push it on Steam, and then we'll project games worlds. I'll make a backup of our world because that's always a good idea. Ah, glorious coffee, how I have missed you these last few days. seems they do seem to be a lot of carts here with no ore in them. I don't think Steve's stuff works well on a startup. I think in a startup, what happens is carts, they might head to like the wrong destination. Like they might go, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll go there. So what's happened is a cart has started on cart started about say here, and it's gone through, and it's going to the offload station. So what's happening is it's starting, and then it's going, oh, here's an onload station. I don't care, and then carrying on. So what will happen is it'll eventually sort of go around to do all its thing. Yeah, see, these ones are filling up, and they look cool. They look so good. I really like those. So that's the new quality of texture for the world texture. I can't update that yet, but I'm going to try and use it wherever I can over the old system. Oh, Zero, man, you've no idea. No, my God, I haven't even told most of you. Just even, I spent so much money this weekend. I had to. I mean, I had no choice. Well, I did. I had a choice. I had a bunch of choices, but most of them were very bad ones. So I went with the slightly less bad choices. But yeah, I have definitely had a weekend. And not like a, yay, this was brilliant, you know, weekend or anything, but more of a, oh dear God, how am I ever going to live? But yeah, on the bright side, Enterprise. So I complained quite heavily about Enterprise because I had to rent a car from them at an extortionate fucking cost. And as I said to my friend who I was with, I said to him, I said, and I said, I got quite a lot of Twitter followers. And so when I complain about companies online, they tend to respond as a kind of a rule of thumb, because I have enough followers that they go like, oh, yeah, no, sir. Of course we'll do something. I'm just above the threshold. Tomas, the description I think is clear, and I think it says using any tools or methods available. They do look so good though. Right, full marks at Andy and Todd. I want to do little heat haze and things. I've got a plan for a heat haze day. So I want to implement some heat haze particles that all turn off at a certain quality. Well, Zero, the good news is the AA did sort me out. And ironically, the AA, part of my membership, is they sort you out a car, like a car rental to get you home. So but they hired me a van, a proper, it says, well, I think you may see it on Twitter, it was a Hyundai i800, right? And I promise you, pictures do not even slightly demonstrate how fucking big this thing was, right? Just for the record, right? Just a reminder, I drive a smart car, right? This is that does not do the inside justice. It is enormous inside there, absolutely just huge, properly huge. But fuck me, was it good to drive? Like because I had the Mini and I hated it. I fucking hated that Mini. I absolutely loathed that horrendous car. Which, you know, I like small cars. Well, it's Hyundai. It's proper fast. I think it's 180 horsepower. Handles well. Let me be exact. It handles well for a van. I wouldn't want to take it on track. Why is the CPH offline? Let's check that. Oh, CPH is CCC offline. But yeah, the gear changes were amazing. Like properly, the gear changes were fucking. I've driven a Porsche GT3 and that had less good gear changes than this van. I was genuinely and properly impressed by this Korean people carrier. Like, really did not expect to be. Really expected to hate it, but I was like, wow, this is comfy and it's you know, don't get me wrong, it's not like super posh and so or anything like that. But certainly good enough, certainly for the price range, and say the handling was great. I was like, oh, I expected this to be rubbish. Okay, I'm going to go down here without changing anything because I'm a little bit concerned what's going to happen is I'm going to get close and the CCC will be online and I need to maybe work out why. That said, it could just be a... Oh shit, I'm going to be dead. I don't really want to fix paging bugs today, to be quite frank. Oh, it actually looks like we are actually just out of power. Does that mean the geothermal didn't page, or is the geothermal... Oh, right, pipe drill stuck on hard obstacle. I've still got 2,000 BPS, though. Wait. Minus 64, minus 758, minus 49. That is a confusing message, because this was done. Oh. When I say done, did I promptly build it? No, it hasn't teleported yet. I need to work that out at some point. That is a local bug. But I'm sure this was at full depth before. I mean, obviously not, but I'm sure it was. No, obviously it can't have been. What is that? Chromium. Okay. Not full. Oh man, I can't do proper explosives anymore. Damn it. But the net upshot of the entire weekend is that I'm back. And I'm a bunch poorer, but like, you know, I'm alive and things are going alright. Your serial, it does have the gear change on the dashboard, but I had the semi-automatic version. I had the automatic version, so don't really make a difference. There is a manual version. I don't know why you would drive a manual, because people go, you know, oh, manuals are more fun. I'm like, yeah, if you drive a you know, an Impreza or a Mustang, sure. If you're driving a fucking van, why would you possibly give a flying shit about gear changes on it? But certainly a nice vehicle to drive long distances in. Whereas the Mini, you know, it means all right around tight roads and things like that, I suppose, a bit. But, like, I didn't hire the cars to drive around and have fun in them. I drove the cars to get from A to B. Oh my god, how big is this vein? So this is my test world, you see. So I kind of need the test world to be sort of working. Okay, Alpha charge, right. Okay, upload Win64. Okay, the patch is now going up on the internet. But I mean, the main thing you do about this van is this is an 8-seater. It is cheap, 25 grand. It was very cheap, and just really quite good to drive. I'm genuinely and honestly, without being so, genuinely surprised at this. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to have to sort of just try and get it into gear and then just wrestle it up the motorway. But this, I just sat at about 85 miles an hour the outside lane, and because I think it's a double clutch gearbox. Because of that, when I put my foot down, it just popped down 2 cogs and just went straight at that. I fucking wish my smart car changed gear like that. Okay, this is a hell of a vein, is it? Or was it? Not a bad vein. This is what the geological survey is for, by the way. So you can pop the geological surveyor down and check there's no there's nothing in the way. Which I obviously didn't bother to do. Awesome. Now, I don't know if it fills in the gaps, I have to say. I don't know what the... minus 64, minus 247, minus 49. What do you say? My putty cats missed me because I was away the whole weekend. Apparently. Okay, they did. I've been told. Oh, we're out of pipes. Power low, power low. Wait. That's facing the wrong way. But I will set up the webcam because that's why I got it. Morning, Andy. Wait, the webcam should be on. I think OBS has just crashed on me. I can't quite tell. I think it does this when it's trying to enumerate the webcam, which is plugged in. Totally. What do you want, love? I think it's come back to life. Yes, it has. Add video capture device. Yeah, there we go. Where's my remote control? Which way is that even looking? No, the world's fine, Andy. No problems at all. Absolutely none. This is my test world. On the world, on the plan for today is definitely charge the magnet board. I might actually stop at that point. As long as there's no major bugs with the magnet board, I might actually just stop and go and sit in the garden. I am so wiped out from the weekend. I genuinely had a time. What do you want? Do you want to come up on my lap? No, you don't, do you? Oh, you do. See if he wants to come up on my lap. I don't know, Andy. So at the minute I want to basically get Steve's new cart fixes and make sure there's no massive issues with that. I'm genuinely wiped out after the weekend. I mean, I'm really not messing around. So I suspect this will probably be quite a short stream. Steam pipe content builder content 64. Huh? Wait, did I just upload a blank build? Size on disk? Nope, so where? Oh no, it goes onto a different drive. It goes onto eBuilds or something. W builds. That's the one. Content 64. Right, so this needs to be a full copy onto the server because I have tweaked a few recipes. So I was just getting so hacked off with grabbing literally thousands of crystal clocks for the oh, you're so fluffy. Literally thousands of crystal clocks. So now I've made overclock crystals 5 to 1. Another 5 to 1, so I think now overclock crystals require 25 crystal, and I've changed the geothermal recipe to use overclock crystals, which we do have a distinct lack of, but that's okay. We can sort that out. Are you coming back, are you? Yes, I missed you too. Apparently you missed me a lot more than I missed you, though. A lot more. You are so fluffy. I need to almost hose him down. Can I use the glove on you? Will you let me use the glove? The glove of let's get all the loose fluff off the kitty. It's a good glove, isn't it? Look, because you can't tell. As far as you're concerned, I'm just stroking him. So I'm copying the build onto the server now. ETA 1 hour. Good job, Windows. Although it just assumes, it doesn't look at sizes or anything like that. It just assumes that if you're copying 50 files and the first 5 files take 1 minute, then the rest of it will all take 1 minute as 3 to 5. Yeah, it's actually really. You just changed the channel on my television, you little monster. Oh no! So I've got 4 Samsung TVs, as you can see. Might have to do it via buttons. The way of the cat. You can sleep. Wait, Settlers of Catan in VR. Now, if I actually like Settlers of Catan in any slight way, shape, or form, I'd probably be interested in that. But I'm not, so. Not even the slightest bit. Okay, still copying files onto the server. ETA still 1 hour. The upper screen is a I think that's called Idle Click. It's an Android box up here. So I've got a screen that just runs Android up there. So when I do Android stuff, it's right there. And I can watch videos or whatever. I say I can watch videos on it. It's a fucking nightmare to watch videos on these things. They're really fucking awful at this shit. Okay, so I can just put on something up there. This means I can stick stuff up there, and when I'm working, it's just there in the background. But it means I'm just working. I can just go look up there. Uzerial, I have to disagree. I think that tabletop stuff in VR is my favourite thing. So if you played AirMech, the AirMech version on in VR is amazing, like properly amazing. Because don't forget, you can do stuff in VR. It's a tabletop, but you can do stuff in VR you couldn't possibly do anywhere else. So, oh my god, there's fluff just everywhere. You are a disgusting animal. But yeah, so you could have, like, you're playing a card game, whatever, but there are actual dragons sort of growing out there or whatever. It's really quite cool. ETA still 1 hour. That's something anyway. But anyway, yeah. So that's just a little Android box. I tend to just run idle games on it, so I can just do stuff. I have to say, I want to get back to playing Deep Town, which I was really good, brilliant. What I want, and if any of you is more experienced in this shit than me, let me know. What I want is an Android TV box. Okay, Android. I do not want anything on it. I do not want any Kodi integration. I want a pure Android box with no shit on it. And I want it to run portrait. I can rotate this to be portrait. If I turn my head sideways, I'm like, holy shit, that's great. But the UI that comes on this box crashes if you rotate the screen. Just fucking crashes. Are there any updates? Are there? Fuck. So I got this problem now. I have to try and quit this app with a mouse that works quite badly. Usually I just yank the power out. Just be done with that. But yeah, I'd like a equivalent box. I thought about buying an Android tablet with a HDMI out and then just hiding the tablet away and just hooking the mouse up to it. But yes, I've got a TZ95 Plus, and overall, like, it's really good. It really is a great. It's just that I want to run it portrait, not landscape, because most stuff on Android runs portrait, except the UI for this. Okay, you are love. I missed you too. I'm sorry if you were. You thought I'd abandoned you. It's not my fault. Blame Mercedes and their clutch actuators. Okay. So then. But I've tried very hard to work out if I can, like, reset this box. Did it not? Did I not make the update live? No, I must have. Did I copy the wrong one across or something? Overclocked and rebooted. And this is... Oh. Raspberry Pi is nowhere near the power I need, though. Not even close. Right, Raspberry Pis, they're all well and good, yeah. But for running games, no way, dude. I've got a lot of Android boxes. I've got 7 or 8 different Android boxes of varying power. I should try and see if any of the other ones crash portrait. But yeah, I want to change that up. But basically what I want is a 32-inch portrait monitor up there. And ideally, another one maybe above here to run stuff on landscape. So I don't think I can show you because I've got a portrait monitor here. You can't see it. This is a portrait monitor here, and that's where I put code. And then over on this side, I like this remote control. Over here, that's you guys. There are you guys. And that's all the VR stuff in the corner. I've got a little mission control here, along with my cat. I don't know why it's in that corner today. All files successfully validated. Wait, what? I'm confused now. Did I upload the wrong thing? Oh, I'm not on beta test, that's why. That's why. I am. There we go. But yeah, I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm running one of the faster Android boxes on the market. Raspberry Pi is low power and all, but I mean, it ain't got shit for running games. Basically, I actually downloaded an app to rotate the screen, which promptly just goes, yeah, and then the UI crashes. Like the games all run fine, but the UI crashes every frame. Tried Android on a PC. I seem to recall that doesn't really work though. Like you can do it, but you need the apps written for it, don't you? I'm not the expert, I have to say. Okay, so server is back up. This should have all the latest shiny fixes, and I don't know where we're overclocking our crystal clocks. I don't think we're doing very many, so we need a lot less than before, but we still will need quite a few. So this becomes totally pointless. I think we were overclocking them in here. I honestly can't remember. Do we have decent power? Actually, we might. What I might do is I might just do another overclock setup. Yeah, see, guys, this is already sounding a lot of effort. All I want to do is literally, all I want to do is get an Android box with nothing on it. That's a decent high-end hexa-core one with a decent GPU, and then I want it to run portrait. That's all I want. I don't want anything. I don't want to. You see, just the fact you're like, oh, well, it might work, but you'll have to. That's quite a big hive mind. You know, it will probably work, but you'll have to mess around with it. That's already more time than I want to spend on this. That's why I've thought about buying a high-end tablet, because they've got mini HDMI out, and that will work. And mice just work, but I couldn't find a decent spec tablet that also wasn't going to break the bank, and I wasn't going to have any problems plugging a mouse and keyboard into. Cool. I don't remember how many overclock crystal clocks we're going to want. Probably more than we did before, though. Well, probably quite a few more than we did before. And I don't know if we're going to want more than one overclocker. But we already used like a 5 to 1. Oh yeah, they're actually quite slow. Didn't realise that. Oh, I closed it. But yeah, I should be able to make more geothermals now without so much effort. Because each geothermal now requires, let's have a look. Now requires 20 overclocked crystal clocks as opposed to 100 crystal clocks. And the only difference is that they are now compressed at 5 to 1. So this means that each overclocked crystal clock is 25 crystal. Slightly better. Yes, and it's because I was showing. Thank you. See how someone's on the ball. Awesome. As long as that's working and it's working flat out, that's good. Wait. We are just waiting on power. Okay, we do actually have enough power. I doubt that is going to be the case for very long. Let's pop another one of those on top. At the very least, we've pre-cached a whole bunch of power. What's that? That's 20 seconds, 40 seconds worth of cached power. And you're going to sleep there the whole day. I don't mind. That's actually probably about the most convenient place you could actually sleep, which says more. Okay. So we're still short on chromed. Magma Bore is still out of power. I'm out of coffee. And I have a cat. Life is middling. Okay, so I did set up another geo. I was waiting for it to finish boring. I think it might just about be enough. Hey, here we go. It's bored. So we're currently running at 8K. I don't think that's correct, by the way. I think that PPS is total bollocks. I think it might just bollocks as a client. So I've just added another 16,000 PPS to it. And that's still not enough. So I need to... There may be a bug, by the way. Like, when we're sure it's more power, then I can fix it. But I'm not really sure whether or not this is a bug, or whether or not this is just poor design on our part. Or both, which can also happen. I haven't reduced anything yet. I haven't reduced or changed anything really. All I've done is you have to just carry less items around. So as Peter and Kukor and I sort of worked out, all I'm doing by doing this is I'm kind of making mass storage a bit less useful, and I'm making automation a bit more useful, which is not a bad thing. Crystal and mag. Oh yes, sorry Pete. Or Peter, I don't know which you prefer. Actually short on magnetic now. What we short? It's imbued again. So it is worth, by the way, Peter, having a look round and going, these minecarts are stuck. So this is a new, just rebooted the server. Steve reckons everything should be fixed. I have a funny feeling Steve is talking utter bollocks, though, looking at what's going on my screen. What's you doing? There we go. Oh, hey, what? I still think Steve's turnaround code can get into a state where it turns around a lot. You saw it turning around there. It wasn't turning around. It should turn around once every, no, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah seconds. I don't understand why we just don't have so much chromium here. Like, I don't understand why we're not flooded in these bars. I said that. Oh, I know what the problem is. The problem is that the minecarts quietly shove a huge amount of resources through without you realizing that they're actually moving a lot of resources. They don't feel like they do, but they do. Part of our problem is also we are failing to get. I haven't really balanced this right. So these make 16,000 power per second. So two of them make 30,000 power per second. 32,000, which is enough for 2 conduits and a bit. It's the and a bit that's kind of a bit of a pain. But mostly, I want that. I guess. I think I need to get another geothermal online, which is going to take, I don't know, a while. Oh wait, no, it's doing it. We're going. We're just about ahead of the curve. Then I take it back. I didn't realize it had gone. I think the emphasis is we're just about ahead of the curve. Oh yeah, I forgot I actually made it so you can actually just walk on that. What are we at then? Okay, well that's not working. So the drilling. Oh. Yeah, we are so on the cusp. So the problem is, if you run out of power, it will revert. But if you notice, the drilling is just at the F. I wonder if I can just get a little more power. Just a little bit. So I need to keep an eye on that progress bar. So I think it's progressing. So I don't remember whether or not it needs more power as it goes down. Or whether it's a fixed cost. I think if you run out of power, the penalty is based on how far down you are. And that's a hole. Okay, so actually only charging this off a single laser. Oh no, I'm charging it off 2. If I can just get a... Oh no, yeah, you can see the progress bar is doing it. So you can see it runs out, it's drilling, out of power, drilling it, so it is doing it. We are going to make it. I do not remember what the sustained energy cost is. So well, I'll say when the car gets out, I'll see how I feel. I may actually just disappear at that point. I'll say it's been a stressful weekend. I had to reboot the server. Steve reckons he's either fixed or tracked down that bug, so that should never happen again. Yay. So I can't see because of the freaking lasers. Tomas, how did you die? The only way I know of you can die is by falling a very long way. Like, you heal super duper duper quick as a guest. So it's quite hard to die, but it is possible. But it's hard. Now, are we not pushing 4 lasers in and then 3 out? Yeah, nearly there. So I think that's it. I may want to update that for the no, that's right. Just looking at my memory usage. Oh yeah, FortressCraft's up to 10 gigabytes. Yeah, Pete, can you quit? Please. What I do need to do is oh wow, that was the wrong button. Oh shit. Wait, I pressed Control C for copy when the server went down. That's not a what? That was the wrong button. Oh god. We might be getting a rollback. I was going to see how much memory I thought I had allocated. Because what I can do is if the server starts to run at, like, goes above 10 gigs, I can just go, no. Yeah, Control C would have killed the batch file, I suppose. That's very nice. Actually, hang on, I didn't even check the process was killed. We don't have 2, do we? Oh shit, we have 2. Wait, do we really have 2? No, we don't. We have... Oh, yeah. No, we don't. No, we don't. Mais non. No, well, it didn't... Wait, when you say crashed, Pete, what do you mean crashed? If I get new cats, by the way, I'm going to train them to enjoy being hoovered. That's one of my goals. So they'll get hoovered and then treats, and hoovered and then treats. I haven't painted the magma ball yet. I'm getting the cryo killed. 121... Oh no, 1.2 million cryo? Oh. Magma out of power. Did we not make it? Oh, of course it restarted. That might not be... I've no idea. The best thing you can do, by the way, for this is to grab a load of stuff and then close the server. That bit looks the same. Oh no, so I've lost all these. I do need to work that out. Like I said, segments should really not disappear. Like, a segment should save almost immediately. The problem is there's no priority, so it should, like, machines that do something should have less priority than player stuff. But that's not how it works, and it kind of should be. Yeah, Kitty's Kitty is relaxed. Life's good, innit, puddykins? Yeah, we just made it though, just over the cusp of what the Magma can manage. J-Con, I mean, a lot of that is conditioning and training. My cats are well aware they're not allowed to bite and scratch. I can do anything I like, and they go to bite me, but they'll lick me in a kind of a very sort of deferential, please don't do that, I don't like it. But you can and should train cats. Oh, whoa. Oh, we lost this in... Oh, wait, hold on, no we didn't. We just lost the fizz on it, it looks like. But yeah, the point is, FortressCraft is supposed to survive like a knackered right through like that. Come on, drill. But yeah, we're only just ahead. I think what's happening is we're drilling and then failing, drilling and then failing. But we are drilling more than we're failing. Once that comes up, that should be going now. That one should be going. My frame rate is utter ass. Is that literally holding exactly even? Oh, well, screw that. There we go. Shouldn't do, Andy. It's not. Shouldn't be any Cryo touching. Cryo's nearby. Like, Cryo has got very close, but we don't have any actual X. We have some nearly touching Cryo, don't we? Well, now interestingly, the colour appears to be... Oh, holy shit, the Dazzler just fired. Okay. I'll make a note on that one. There it is. Okay. Bore mission for drilling isn't bespoke colour. But you can see the bar there. It's just underneath the word. It's just underneath the T of hit points. So it is progressing. It is making it only just. We're more careful, really, of those. And we've got good coverage. Yeah, so it is making it. Soon I don't accidentally crash the server. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Pete. Yes, now. Wait, seriously? without really not trained. I should have lined those up and conduited. Oh well. This is temporary. It's been a while since I built this, so I can't remember. But I believe sustained magma wall usage is way less power. If I were to take you away now, you should now start to fill up. Yeah. So the state and the drill height, it's kind of sort of lazily synchronized. It's not exactly. That looks good. It's not exactly what the server sees, but it's pretty good now. If it wasn't for the cat being chilled, and it's nice having Putty Cat there. This is one of my favourite places for the cats to be, because they're not in the way. I want to go and get a drink. But if I get a drink, kitty cat will won't leave. Oh, you're so purry. So purry. Come on, Arthur, charge me up. Yeah, so we're doing it. We are managing it. I kind of want to tap some more power off briefly just to finish it quicker. But unfortunately, without just kind of massing drill heads, lasers down there, there's not much I can do. So I shouldn't need another geo. But I have made geos quite a bit less of a pain to build than before. So they still cost pretty much the same resources. There's very little resource change, but they are less awkward resources to do stuff with.